Hello everyone, it is Tool Talk Tuesday. Hi Rose, as you guys are popping on, let me know you're here. Say hello, tell me where you're watching from. Just give it a few more minutes for some more people to pop on before we get started. Hi Rhonda, yay, you made it. Hello from Virginia, awesome. I'm in Washington, so hello from the West Coast. It's kind of overcast and rainy here today, which we definitely could use the rain, but my body is not happy. It's a little sore today. Yay! Do you guys get any rain yet, Rhonda? Hi, Sue. Can one of you lovely ladies please tag Christine Harris-Howell? I don't see the option to tag anybody, and I don't want to hang up on everyone. Oh no. Ugh. Well, we'll be sending well wishes your way, Rhonda, hoping to keep your power on. Ugh, and for some water or rain or something, get you guys out of the drought area. Thank you, Sue. Hi, Loretta. Hello. There she is. There's Christine. All right. Right on time. It's 11:30. We got her, Rhonda. We got her. All right, we're going to get started. Welcome to Tool Talk Tuesday, you guys. I am so excited to be here with you guys on Tuesdays to chat about the awesome tools that are available to everybody in the paper crafting world. And you know, most of these tools, oh gosh, tornado warnings. Oh, this weather. Ooh. The tools that we show are not only just for paper crafting, but can also be helpful in other crafting areas and just sometimes in your own home office as well. So today, please make sure you guys do all of the things so we can get some people here. Yes, ma'am, I will hunt you down. Okay, today we're going to talk about some punch boards. And these are so fun. Mine is the old one. This is just an envelope punch board. I should be a We Are Memory Keepers ambassador if they have such a thing, because I love most of their tools. This is the old one. It only does envelopes, but I'm going to show you guys today, if you have this one, it will also do bows. This is the color of their newer ones, this white with the blue or the teal, whatever you want to call it. But this one is an alphabet punch board, and we're not going to use it much today, but I am going to show it to you guys. I need a new blade for it, but we'll just look at it. They have some other ones that are called 1, 2, 3 punch boards, and they make envelopes, bows, and boxes. And then I think there's probably even other ones out there that just do boxes, ones that just do bows, they have a bunch. How about that? So, you know, you probably won't see them in this color anymore. I think they're mostly all white like this one. But they do sell them at most of your craft stores, probably We Are Memory Keepers online, probably Amazon, eBay, everywhere, all of the places. And just so you guys know, I say this every Tuesday, but I am not endorsed or affiliated with any of these companies. I haven't received any formal training by any of these companies. I did used to own a scrapbooking store, but, you know, I'm just a longtime crafter who's done a lot of crafting and watched a lot of people use a lot of supplies and tools, and I've seen things done really wrong, if there is such a thing. But you know, everybody learns in their own way. You bought 2 at a yard sale. Oh, nice. Score, 50 cents. Sweet. I got this one, I think at a thrift store. And now you'll notice this little divot here. That's supposed to be for your like bone folder tool, and I lost mine. So you'll see me today just using my regular bone folder. But if you buy it from them, they do come with a little bone folder. Hello, Cindy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, you'll see a lot of these people want to downsize their tools, and they'll, hi, Shauna Cook. Yay, Shauna's in the house. You know, it's funny, I say that in most places that I am, but it's because I haven't ever met so many Shaunas in my life. I went to school with one other Shauna, and that was it. I haven't really met any other Shaunas. So it's so fun to see so many Shaunas in this crafting network of all of us wonderful people. So welcome. If you're new to my page, up there somewhere, if you hit the screen, there should be some little dots. Please make sure you save my page, like my page, do all the things, and be here when I am hanging out with everybody and chatting and making some books. I'll give you guys a quick sneak peek of the book I've been working on right now. This is my book in progress. It is a sunflower book. I made it from jeans and a Cheez-It box. So I do all kinds of crafty things here, not just talk about tools, but yeah, more to come on that book. That book is a design team project that I'm working on. Hi, Sherry Short. Welcome, 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 everybody. We are talking about punch boards today. So let's get into it. I know a lot of times everybody's like, how do you make envelopes? How do you make envelopes? And they think it's really scary because they put these little charts on here. And really, these charts are not as scary as they look. They're here to help you. And once you figure out how to, thank you, Cindy. Once you figure out how to read this and decipher this, it's not that bad. And most of the punch boards these days come with this cute little booklet. It tells you how to use everything, how to make everything that it says that it can make. And it also gives you instructions. Now, honestly, I know most of us just go, pfft, when we get these books home, but really hang on to these books, because when you've got this out and you're going, oh my goodness, what do I do? How do I make this? Pull out that little book and just follow along. If you don't have that for your envelope punch board, no worries, because they've got you right here. Look at these directions. So you're going to select your card size. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. Maybe you don't have a card in mind. Maybe you just want to make an envelope, see if you can do it. So you can also just select your paper size. It is nice to know your card size if you've made a homemade card and you want to fit your card to an envelope. That, you know, definitely start with your card size. Today we're going to use a 6x6 paper. So you can see here, 6x6 paper is for a 3x4 card. And then it tells you where the score line is. So, you can also use the 6x6 a little differently as well. So maybe we'll make one of each and we'll see what the difference is. So it says to choose your card size, trim the paper to the correct paper size, and align the left edge to the score line. All right, so let's see what we can do here. I've got this really pretty fall paper. Everybody seems to be in the mood for fall, so we'll go with some fall paper. We've got our paper at 6x6. Now, if you have some 6x6 paper pads, this would be a great way to use them up. If you've got some loose, straggly papers, because maybe you made a project and this is all you've got. So now you can tell this is just a square, right? And this is our goal, so we're not far off from there. So once you've got this, we're not far. Okay, so let's start with this one down here. It'll be for a 3.5 by 3.5 card. Hey Sharon, welcome everybody. I'm so excited to see so many of you here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, so we are making an envelope, and then I'm going to show you guys how to make a bow, because you can do the bow on this punch board as well. This is not the 1, 2, 3 punch board or the all-in-one or the whatever, because I know they've made so many more. But I do have to say one feature of the new one before we make this envelope is it has this little arm that comes out down here, and it extends this line, because sometimes if you're making a bigger envelope, this line is not long enough. So let's get the lay of the land. Remember, I told you there's supposed to be a cool little bone folder in there. I lost mine, so I've got my other one. it's this color and it slips right in there. Keep yours in there. Words to the wise, just keep it in there. Then you'll always have one. This is our score line. This is our puncher. You can see on the back, it has got some punching options there. And then this is our line to, it's our, I guess our, what do they call it? The measurement of, yeah, the measurement. So it's our score line or whatever. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Okay, so we've got our paper at 6 by 6. And right here, it says to use our score line. Yes, that's what this is up here, is our score line at 3. So we're going to, so really the only measuring you need to do for this is to measure your paper size. Well, measure your card size if you're starting with a card, and then measure your paper size, and then note this measurement here. So see how I'm at the 3? Can you guys see that? We'll come in just a little bit. So I put my paper at the 3. Where did I get this board? This is a We Are Memory Keepers board. This is an older one. Most of them look like this white color now. And you can get them anywhere you buy craft supplies. We Are Memory Keepers is online. I think it's We Are on the net, or just search for We Are, and the R is just the letter R, not A-R-E, it's just a R. We Are Memory Keepers, or Wrmk. And it's just called a punch board. This one is the envelope punch board, but they have a 1, 2, 3 punch board, an all-in-one punch board. They have an alphabet punch board. They have a punch board for everything, I think. Bows, boxes, envelopes, all the goods. So, and like I said, I'm not affiliated. There's no affiliate link for this. Oh, good. Yes, I love this nail polish. Mine's coming off. I've got like 6 coats on here, I think. But anyways, okay. So we're at the 3. We've got our 6 by 6 paper. We're at the 3. We looked at this guide to get those numbers. And the first thing I'm going to do is punch. Just punch and leave it there. Don't move it. Don't move it. Hi, Christine. 2 Christines in the house. I think there's 2 Shaunas in the house. We're just gathering people up, guys. Okay, so then you want to take your little bone folder. Yours will be teal if you're smart and kept the one that came from them. I like to start at the bottom if my paper is small enough. You want to hold it in place and just crease along that crease line that's there. And you want to go up as far as you can. Now the new ones I've seen, they have little notches in here, so your bone folder will go right in where it's supposed to go every time. So they have made some improvements. Then we're going to start turning things to the left, or counterclockwise. So where we've got this score line, can you guys even see the score line? I think you can a little bit. We want to line it up with this little peg right here. So we're going to push this in here and make sure our score line is lined up with this little peg there. Then we're going to punch and we're going to score. And this is it, guys. Like, seriously. We're going to turn to the left, line up with this little score line, punch, score, and we have one more. Turn to the left, line up with this little score line. So we're going to punch, and look, we made ours look like this one. Whoop, 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 whoop. Okay, so now we're going to set this aside. You will see your little punch collections from punching out the bottom. All right, so now you can decide which pattern. If you have a double-sided paper, you can decide which pattern you want on the inside or the outside. Then you're just going to simply crease your papers. Yes, it is super easy if you have the right tools. I will show you one other thing without this punch board to make an envelope. I got them from Stampin' Up, and you can use a template. So these templates, this was before I had a punch board. The templates look like this. Let me back out just a little bit here. And then basically you just trace around it and you score. I know I didn't score that last one. Keeping me in line. Okay, let's see. Yep, there we go. Okay, so there's our cute little envelope. And if you use a double-sided paper, you have your little, like a liner in there. Thank you for spreading the coffee. And then one thing you need to note about doing these, when you glue them, this one turned out really nice. I like this. Some of them you'll have a little divot here, or you'll have a little extra, and you can decide if you want to punch it or if you want to, whatever you want to do. I like to use double-sided tape to glue it down, and I just put some here and here, and then close it up. Because if you, hey Shauna Ryle, I think we have 3 Shaunas in the house now, guys. Whoop, whoop, whoop. If you put glue on here, you might glue a little more than what you need. So just be aware of that. Yes, this is a pretty handy tool, especially if you send a lot of mail. If you're a junk journaler, you can do any size of envelope that it has on there. One other thing that you can do with this is, so this is the side that we use to make the envelopes. If you turn it around like this, so let me see, my space is running a little small. Okay, I think you guys can see me. I just thought you would have to. Okay, so see my corners here? If you stick it in here, in this back side, and punch, again, it's also a corner rounder. So it's nice if you, you know, if you don't have a corner rounder, you can use this just as a corner rounder as well. Especially if you're not one that likes to punch like this, and maybe it's better for you to punch like this or like this. That's kind of nice. Okay, so put our little things. Now you can see it's all nice and rounded. And it's so cute. And yes, you can absolutely send these in the mail. You might want to use a little label so that they can see the address correctly. Thank you, Roberta. Welcome. So they can see the address really good where it's going. So let's go ahead and glue this one down. I'm just going to use some tape if I remember where the roll went. I literally just had it. There we go. Okay. So just some double-sided tape. You can use glue, liquid glue. You can use double-sided tape. You can use whatever you have. If you're going to send it through the mail, you want to make sure you've got it nice and sealed, though. So really press down, really get some glue, and make sure you get this bottom piece too, especially if you're sending some little goodie in there that might spill out the bottom. So we'll just put some little stuff up there. Now, who all has one of these? I've seen some, a perfectly set. Yes, they are. The machine does that. I'm not a straight cutter. The only thing, and I didn't even do that for this one. I was going to say the only thing you'd have to cut is your paper, but I just started out with a 6x6 paper, so I didn't even have to cut that. And to score it, there's a divot in there. So you just put your little scoring tool on the divot, and it's perfect, like every time. Hi, Yvonne. Welcome, welcome. You have one. Awesome. Somebody said they got one at a garage sale for 50 cents. That's awesome. Okay, so there's our little envelope. So super easy to make. Now I'm going to show you guys how to use, how to do a bow. This board is just an envelope board, but like I was telling you, see this divot? You just run, with your paper on there, you just run your scoring tool right in that line, and it makes it straight every time. I didn't have to cut this paper. You have 4 different ones. Yes, they make a ton of them. Like I couldn't keep up unless if I were some kind of an ambassador or something, but all of them use the same grid. And tell you what you need to do. So just don't look at the grid as a whole, oh my gosh, that's a lot. Just look at it as, okay, what do I need to make? And just start simple with like paper size or your card size, and just do one thing at a time. Rhonda, are you a princess? All right. So let's do a bow, because these are super fun. So this is what the bows look like when you make them on a punch board, or at least what mine look like. Not perfect, because I don't make very many, but it is kind of cute, and I think I would normally put like a button or a brad or something there. I didn't even glue the base, but So this bow, to make this bow, I've got a little piece of scratch paper so I wouldn't forget to tell you guys the size. You need 3 little pieces of paper. So it's a good way to use up some scraps. Should we make a green one? We're doing some fall colors, you guys. So you need a 1x6, a 1x4, and then there is this tiny little piece. It's a 1x1/4, and it's just a tiny little piece. Yeah, she is. That's all right. We'll take princesses in the house. Okay, and so this is super, super easy, you guys. Once you've got your paper to the right size, this is the part where you'll have to cut. I'm sorry. So 1x6, 1x4, and 1x1/4. I think that's maybe a little longer than 1, but it really doesn't matter. If you don't want to cut this piece, this is the piece that goes around the center. So you could use a little piece of ribbon, you could use a little piece of lace, or you could leave it off and just use a little bow. So basically, all you do for this one, you don't need to score anything. You're going to punch to the half. So this is 1x6, so we're just going to go to the 3, and we're going to punch. And then we're going to flip it over. Go to the 3, and we're going to punch. And you kind of want to make sure they're lined up here. And this part, I haven't fully perfected yet, but you stick this in here, and you punch. And then you stick this one in here, and you punch. And I think there's probably maybe a little bit better of a way to do it, but to round it off, because see, mine are square, so I usually just take the scissors and round it off. You can actually make file folders with these too. There's all kinds of hacks and tricks on YouTube. So if you have one of these and you want to do something fun or creative, look up some YouTube videos. And okay, so that's our one piece. So mostly mostly you just punch here. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing with this one. And watch this. This is so cool. So this is 1x4. So we're going to go to the 2, and we're going to punch. Just like we did with this other one, we're going to flip it over and we're going to punch again. But then the next part is super cool, because if you didn't want to make a bow, you could also make a banner just by sticking this in here in the center. So kind of using this to line up and just guessing where the center is, right? Center. See, look at that. You could just use that as a banner, or like a little piece to hang out from underneath the page or something. There is so much cool punch art out there if you have punches. Okay, so now we've got all of our pieces just like this. Like I said, these ones, I think I have to round a little bit, because there's probably a better way to cut it, but I haven't used this board in a while, so I'm just going to round them with some scissors. Yeah, and so if you have the bow maker, the bow board, or the board that does the 1, 2, 3, or all in one, or whatever they are, it will show you the directions how to do this. But I figured this out with a YouTube video quite some time ago. I don't usually make a lot of bows, but I was there for a while. So then you just fold this in here like this, and we can stick some glue back there. Let's just put a little piece of this sticky tape. Oh, my daughter's cat's feeling lonely. He's crying out there. Oscar, we're in here, buddy. Okay, so we'll put that on there. Oops, stick down. There we go. Okay, then you just fold this over, and you can kind of see how my edges don't line up. You can cut those to match if you want, but they really don't show that much. Okay, then you fold this other one over, so we're going to use another little piece of sticky tape. Now, if you are a liquid glue person, that is great. You can do that. I am using this sticky tape mostly for the purpose of the video, because the liquid glue just takes too long to dry. Oh, you have a cat named Oscar. My daughter's cat is a Russian blue. He's in some of my YouTube videos. He's a very smart boy. He's even been clicker trained. He is a sweet cat usually. Come on, buddy. We're in here. he gets lonely and he starts meowing like super loud. He is our noisiest cat. Okay, well that side did not line up, guys. What happened here? There we go. I think I just put it too far. Okay. Yes, how's everyone's day? It's Tuesday. Here on the West Coast, it's still morning. Okay, so now you can see how this is coming together. So then we're just going to put a little piece of glue or tape right there. Super easy, just a bunch of punches, right? And then we'll put this guy here. Squeeze, and look, there's our bow. So now you can do whatever you like with the center. They suggest you put this extra little piece of paper around like this. And wrap it around. And wrap it around. And I like to trim it off because mine usually gets to be a little too long. Probably because it's bigger than a 1/4 inch, but oops. So you can see how cool and easy this is. I know you can make other things, like you can make little boxes, you can make bows, you can make coin envelopes. All right, so let's do one more envelope and see what that other style is for the 6x6 paper. Yeah, super cute, right? So, you know, if you had like a little gift bag or something, you could easily put this on there. If you had a little gift box, this would just sit right on the top. I don't know if it will punch ribbon, but you know, if it did, that would be cool. Yes, you can totally do this. It's easy. Let's do another envelope. So like I said, before I had the punch board, I just had some templates and I would just trace and score, and then I would have an envelope. So, you know, if a punch board is not for you, there are other ways. Hi, Kathy. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me this Tool Talk Tuesday. Okay, so, you know, there's templates. This one is like a silicone or like I don't know what it is. It's like a stencil material, but you can print them out online. Just type in envelope template and, you know, you can print them out and you can cut them. If you print it out from the internet, it'll be on paper. So maybe use like a scrap file folder to make a nice template so you'll have one every time. Yeah, this one's really old. Look, Stampin' Up from the 90s. So it's been around for a while. But if you do have one of these boards, there's a lot of ways to get them. The thrift stores have them, garage sales have them. I'm sure eBay has them, especially this style, because they've changed their coloring and they've made them more of like an all-in-one. So you don't have to have so many tools around. Okay, so this was 6x6 paper. So say you had a 3x4 card and you were starting with that. So there it says card size 3x4. You're going to use 6x6 paper. We have that, so it's a square. And then our score line is 2 5/8. And look, that's where it gets a little scary, right? But this one tells you right where the 5/8 is. Look at that. They even have it marked for us, for those of us that can't read a tape with all those little dashed lines. I know I get confused. So we're going to put our paper up here at the 2 5/8 line, like it says. So then we're just going to punch and score. And remember, your scoreboard, if you have the We Are Memory Keepers bone folder, it will live here. Keep it in there when you're done. Word to the wise. I lost mine, so I have this one. Okay, and then turn to the left. And you don't have to worry about measuring anymore, because now we're using this score line to line up with this little tick right there. Once you've got it measured up, punch, score. And this score divot is already in here. So, you know, it's not because I'm a perfect scorer or that I'm making it straight or whatever. It's just, it's in there. You kind of can't help but do that. turn to the left, line it up with this little tick thing with your score line, punch, score, turn to the left, line it up, punch, and score. Don't forget this last score line. And that's it. That's it, that's it. Now we just fold it up. And see, this one has some really, really pointy ones. And then you can burnish them, and you get all these cute little punchy things. You could use these as little photo corners if you are a junk journaler. And fold it up. Now you can use a sticker like right here, or a wax seal, or whatever you'd like. So see how this one, this is a little longer than our last one was. So this is using the same paper, just punching and scoring at a different starting point. So with this guy here, you can tuck it under, you can snip it off, you can leave it like that. So many choices. And we could still round these corners, because remember, our punch board, if you turn it to the back side, lets you round corners in this punch. So just like that, instead of this point, stick it in there, punch. All right, so now we've got it rounded, and it looks like this now. So pretty cool. And I don't have the measurements to do the boxes. I don't know if I could do the box on this envelope board, because when you have the one to make the boxes, it has extra score lines, and it also puts different lines on here for you to line up your paper with to make the board. So if you, or to make the box. So if you are somebody who's interested in making cute little gift boxes, but you might want to make envelopes and you might want to make bows too, then get that 1, 2, 3 board. Or I think they have one that's called an all-in-one, and I'm not totally sure what all includes, but it would do everything. But this one has been everything I needed. I usually don't make gift boxes, and especially since I figured out how to make the little bows on here. Whoops, I didn't put them together. So this is, you know, this would be a really cute little set. You could make a little card, especially if you used Jimmy Lou's little pumpkin spice stamp set. You could make a cute little card to tuck in here. That would be super cute. And then you'd have a cute little bow. You could even stamp on this paper of your bow, and you would have a nice custom little gift. Now, like I said, you can use stickers to close this up. Sometimes I've seen people in journals glue in, you put the glue right here and you leave it like this, and then you will close this with like a paper clip or a string. You could put like a ribbon behind it, and then it opens like this for journaling, so you don't always have to glue this down. So many things you can do with envelopes, and lots of fun stuff. Now, I promised you guys I would show you my alphabet punch board. I did get this one. Somebody gifted it to me. It does need a blade, so I can't really show you a lot of how it works, but we can look at the book and look at the board. It is a little heavier, and what it does is it punches out all of these letters. So if you don't have a die cutting system, or maybe you just make a lot of letters and maybe make posters, or maybe you like scrapbooking with big letters, this is what it's supposed to look like. See this little round knobby thing? It's a blade, and it's supposed to live right in here, and I need to get a new one. So you can't really do a lot without it, because you put the letters in here and you go whoop, and you cut, or the paper. So it says trim your paper to 3 by 5 using a paper trimmer, or even using the board. So you're gonna trim your paper down, and that's the first step. And then it shows you which ways to put the paper in here and which punches to use to get the letters that you need. So this one also does the corner rounding. We can do that in here. Oh my gosh. Okay. And it does a severe round, so it's really, really round. We could just do that with all of our corners here. It is a little hard to push, but like I said, I haven't used this one much. I don't know if it gets easier the more you use it. I would assume so. But that one is a lot harder to push. So there we go. Now we've got our nice rounded paper. And so you can see how, you know, it guides you to do all of these little letters just by using these punches and by cutting up here too. So if you are somebody who wants to make lots of letters, this punch board would be for you. I don't know that I personally would buy this myself because I have a lot of die cuts, but I think these letters are going to be a lot bigger. These are like 3x5s is what the paper is that you start with. So I think I would rather just die cut them, but you know, this might be an option, especially if you have kids, maybe kids working on like a parade float doing letters, or maybe some posters for fair or posters for school. This might be a good option for them. They can punch out the letters pretty easily without worrying about losing die cuts or having them use your expensive tools. So this is an option. I would definitely keep this book if you get one because it shows you how to do all of the letters. Ooh, and look, it has this fun little way over here to fishtail or dovetail or whatever. So you could use it just for that. Hey, Jimmy Lou. Hello from the Adirondacks. That's so cool. I have an aunt who lives somewhere in the Adirondacks. Yeah, so this does your little fishtailing too. So, I mean, even if you don't use your punch for the purpose that it is, you know, sometimes using it for these punches is fun too. So, yeah. I don't know what this, I think this punch is just that center D punch. Let's see what it looks like. I don't know if this paper is big enough. Oh, nope. That really is, yeah. So they've got like the guide. This one punches out the centers of the letters, like this. Oh, it looks like you can do numbers too. So lots of fun. Like I said, I rarely ever use this one. It was gifted to me. I don't even have the blade for it, and I've had it for probably a year. But I do use my envelope board. I love making the envelopes. You can even make coin envelopes. Hey Eileen, welcome everybody. You can make all sizes of envelopes, and then you can also make the bows on this one. And like I said, it's super, super cute. Jimmy Lou, I was talking about you. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people have several boards, especially these days because people are getting rid of them. They do kind of take up a little bit of space. This one's been perfect for me, except for the fact that I lost the little bone folder thing, but you can still use any bone folder that you have. You can even use one of the little styluses, but you can't burnish with the stylus. So Jimmy Lou, I was chatting about you because I said this envelope and bow would be perfect with that cute little pumpkin spice stamp set that you had. You could stamp some cute little images on this bow and make a cute little card and tuck it right on in there, and it would be so cute. So if you guys haven't seen the pumpkin spice stamp set that I'm talking about, head over to Jimmy Lou's page, the Messy Craft Corner, and see the unboxing that she just did today of her Close to My Heart stamps, because it was a super cute set and I think it would look lovely with something like this. Yeah, super cute, right? So yeah, easy, easy. Yep, there's her link right on. Okay. Yeah, and you know, you can make your own custom envelopes. Is it cheaper than buying envelopes? I don't really know, because you still have to buy paper, but You know, for some of these ones, like I said, if you have, like this was just a 6x6 page, and I don't know about you guys, but as a paper crafter, I will use most of a 6x6 page and still have a couple pages hanging out that I'm like, what am I going to do with those? So make envelopes. It's perfect for that. Or if you're just you like to make cards and you like to send fun mail, that's the perk of this, is that this is a very unique envelope. And unless if you guys have the same paper like me and use the same punch board, you're probably not going to have this same envelope. So if somebody gets this in the mail or as a gift, I did make the bow. I can make one more. It's super easy. Here, let me show you. No worries. My puppy's over here being good for right now. So I feel your pain. Okay, so you need 3 little bits of paper. 1x6, 1x4, and this is a 1x1/4. Now these are just the measurements to make this size of bow. You can probably make all kinds of other bows. This is just the one that I do, and I always remember it. So, you know, look at other YouTube videos or look online. Look at Wrmk's website. They might even have some other measurements for you to try. Ah, there's Alyssa. Yes, mine is a velociraptor. Yes, we call ours Raptor. She's sleeping at the moment, so she's being very good. Okay, so this is a 1x6 size, so a half of 6 is 3, and we want to go to the center point. So we're going to line up here with 3, and then we're going to punch. Then we're going to flip it around because we want that same spot. 3, and then just kind of look here. You can kind of see if it's lined up. And we're going to punch again. This is the part I sometimes get a little bit lost. I don't get my punches quite right. So, you know, maybe there's some better YouTube videos out there. I don't make a lot of bows, if I'm being fully honest, but I'm going to try this a little differently. We'll see if it helps. I don't know. So you want to punch each of these corners. No, that didn't work because we need the little, I need to do that again because we need the little divot. Yeah, like this. We need this little guy. But there is a way to do it better and make these look a little better, and then you can round your corners. I need to look that up, especially if I'm going to tell you guys how to do it. Psst, sorry, guys. Like I said, I don't make many bows, but if you are making gifts or, you know, maybe working on Christmas gifts, this would be a fun way to have something unique and personalized and just using paper. And then, like I said, right here is a perfect opportunity. You could stamp on these. Let's see. I don't know what stamps I have right here. This one is, oh, look, it's a Christmas one, but we've got orange paper and a Christmas stamp. Boy. We will do some brown ink. And this scripty one that always stays by my desk. And I'm going to put a piece of paper under here so I don't get ink all over my board. So this part is totally optional. You don't have to stamp anything if you don't want to. We'll just show how you can customize it just a little bit. Okay, so you guys can see that's super light, but it's there. This punch board is called the envelope punch board, but they do make other ones. They call them the 1, 2, 3 punch board. That one is bows, envelopes, and boxes. Or there's like an all-in-one punch board. There's one that just does bows. There's lots of punch boards, so get, you know, whatever one suits you best or whatever one finds you. Because sometimes you can find them at garage sales, you can find them in thrift stores. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing with our 1x4 piece. We want to go to the half, so 2, and we're going to punch. And then flip it around, right back at that 2. Kind of make sure it's lined up here and punch. This is my favorite part. I love this because you can make, you don't even have to make a bow. You could do this little fishtail down there and make a cute little like banner for your paper or your card. Okay, and that's it. That's it, that's it. That's it, that's it. So you just have these 3 pieces now. And this board wasn't necessarily designed to do bows. The newer one that has the bows gives you all kinds of measurements and gives you better markings. Yes, the 1, 2, 3 one gives you better markings to make a perfect bow every time. You won't get these wonky sides like I have. But usually these wonky sides really don't show that much anyways because you're going to fold them under. So, and like I said, I don't really make very many bows. So what you're going to do now is just fold these back here. So it looks like this, and kind of want those to line up a little bit, and you can floof them out. And then I like to use double-sided tape because it's instant, or you can use a liquid glue or glue dots or whatever you got. If you use glue stick or a liquid glue, you might have to wait just a little bit longer for it to dry. You could also use hot glue, I suppose. Be very careful you don't burn yourself. Okay, just put this guy in there, and that one in there. And if you messed up these little tabby spots back there, it's not going to show because you're going to put that little guide in there, or that little band in there, I should say. Okay, then we can put this part right here. So now there's two different ways I found to put this little centerpiece on. You can put it on now and it just wraps around your bow, and you could use fabric for this, or you could use ribbon. You might not even want to use it at all. You could put like a little button there. Either way is fine. So you can put it right down on your base like this. And then wrap this around the whole thing. I kind of like doing that better. So you just wrap it like this. Actually, what I really like to do is put a little brad right there. And then you just put a little piece of glue right back here, and you've got your bow. And see how the stamp, you can see the stamp. So if you had like a for you, or you could even stamp to and write their name and from. You could put those cute little pumpkins. You could put happy birthday. Maybe stamp some balloons or flowers or something little. Super cute. So nice, fun, easy way to make a bow. Yeah, super cheap. So a nice way to use up some scraps too, because you're using 1x6 and 1x4. And yeah, yes, you could do some eyelets here. I can show you what it would look like with an eyelet, maybe. Let's see. We will grab the crocodile. My crocodile is never far away, guys, never far away. And it's made by the same company that makes these boards. Like I said, I could totally be an ambassador for them. I have sold so many We Are Memory Keepers products in my years of owning a store. And I always use them. Okay. So we'll try the 3/16 size. Oh yeah, break it out of the package. That's always what I'm telling you guys. Get your tools out. Break them out. They're doing nobody any good staying in there. Ooh, I think this might be needing a smaller eyelet. So we're gonna go with the the 1/8 inch size. So put it in there. I find so often people do that. They get so excited to have whatever the thing is, the tool is, and then they get it home and they're like, oh, now what? And they just get kind of intimidated and leave it in the packaging, which is sad. Your tools want to be used. Okay, so I punched the hole. I'm going to put a cute little black eyelet in there, maybe. There we go. And I'm going to snip that side off because I didn't quite cut it short enough. So just snip it off and make sure we've got the right settings. And crimp it down. Look at that. Super cute. And then you can floof these up if you want. So really cute little bow. Love it. Love it, love it. Yes, yes. Thank you, Christine. I love teaching people how to use the tools that they've already invested in. So often I would hear ladies say, oh, you know, I'm just going to get rid of this because I don't know how to use it. And I feel like it's too hard. And that's sad to me because, you know, you were excited about it when you bought it. So, you know, break these tools out of the box, you guys. Bring them out. Play with them. You can't really do any damage to them. And with YouTube as a tool, there's so many great videos out there. Just type in whatever tool it is that you have, and there's probably going to be at least 50 or 100 or more videos to teach you. And if you are a slower learner, that's okay. Hit that pause button. If you want to watch this video again, hit the replay and hit pause and just kind of work along as you go. Take notes if you're a note taker. That's okay too. So yeah. I'm so happy to be with you guys on Tuesdays to teach you how to use some of these tools that are hiding in your craft room. Break them out, break them out, break them out. And if you see them at thrift stores and you don't have one, at least now you'll know how to use it. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You know, I don't encourage you to pick up something you're not going to use, but if you are somebody who likes envelopes, or if you make cards, if you are a junk journaler, and you, look how cute that would be. Little gift right there. If you are somebody who likes to do little gifts or happy mail, these are so fun for happy mail. How much of a smile would you have on your face if this came to you in the mail? You wouldn't even care what's inside. It would just definitely stand out. And the postal workers that have to handle it in the process, provided they don't lose it, will smile too because it's something different. So yeah, you know, you can get something simple, just a paper pack of 6x6 paper, and you're good to go. You can make these cute little envelopes. I think the 6x6 paper pad comes with like at least 25 sheets. So, you know, you could make 25 of these cute little envelopes and put in, they even have a size that's for gift cards. So you would have to cut this down, but I mean, if you didn't have a paper trimmer, you didn't want to cut anything, 2 different styles of envelopes you could make out of your 6x6 paper without having to worry about cutting straight or anything like that. So yes, guys, you are so welcome. I do remind you to get out those tools. I love my tools. I die cut, I crocodile, I don't envelope punch board as much as I should, and I definitely don't make bows as often as I should, as you can tell. But even for somebody who doesn't use it very often, I still remember my 1/6/4 is what I call it. It's all 1x6, 1x4, 1 by a quarter for that little centerpiece, 1/6/4. And I can make this bow. So, you know, if I can make this bow, you guys can make this bow. And the envelopes, these are super easy. Like I said, you don't even have to cut paper if you start with 6x6. So, and the crease line is there to help you. You don't have to worry about creasing straight, and it comes out straight. It's nice. So yeah, look for those paper scraps. Use up your 6x6 pads. Make some cute little bows. Aw, thanks, guys. I'm so glad you're enjoying these Tool Talk Tuesdays. If you have a tool that you would like me to talk about. Ah, yes, the bead video was fun. Good, yes, Christine, remember when it was Crocodile Week? I told you punch everything. Well, you know what? Put everything in an envelope. Organize all your ephemera. Make lots of envelopes. If you have little butterfly pieces of ephemera, make a butterfly envelope. Yes, envelope it all of it. My YouTube video, Sue, was kind of funny about the beads. I was a little intimidated at first because I thought, oh man, how's a blind lady gonna teach everyone to bead? But you know what? Then I told my husband, I was like, I want to cook these beads, and he was like, you want to do what? So I did. Yeah, and it turned out really great. It was a lot of fun. For those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, I made these cute little beaded charms. They're kind of like a faux resin. There's no resin involved there. There is still some toxic things to think about. Safety first, you guys. And I covered all of that in my video when I talk about how to make them. So make sure you pay attention to that. I definitely did my research and went over it with my husband when I got this crazy idea. So just to make sure we were safe. And you did pony beads. Awesome. Awesome, and they melted okay. Good, good, good. The only thing you would need with the older, so the older Sizzix is, most of the Sizzix machines come ready to cut the bigger die cuts. If you want to cut the thinlet ones, the thin metal ones, that's when you start needing extra platforms and shims and those kind of things. But the older Sizzix, you could cut your big dies right away as long as you have your cutting boards. Yeah. The older one doesn't use the 2 acrylic plates. You just put your big die cut in there and you clamp it down onto that cutting pad that it has there. So no acrylic plates with that one. When you start needing those acrylic plates is when you start using other die cuts like the thinlets and the sizzlets and this, yeah, that kind of stuff. The Cuttlebug wands. So, yeah. And the cutting platforms are good because they are very versatile and let you cut other die cuts. So mine looks like a little booklet that you can flip, and it has all the directions in there. Don't disregard those. It tells you what order to make your sandwiches and your layers. So thanks for the hearts, guys. I love it. I love it. I love it. I saw 14 of you guys here at one time today, if Facebook can count, because at first it told me none, and there was like 4 or 5 of you here. So that's great. We're growing this Tool Talk community. I love creating a space for you guys to come and talk tools and ask your questions. And it's been great because you guys are helping each other too. So some of you are helping each other with different ideas and just reaching out with what you know and just talking tools. You know, men have places where they can go and talk tools. My husband has a Snap-on chat room board that he goes to sometimes. So it's nice for women to have a place, and even crafty men. It's nice for us to have a space to talk crafty tools. So thank you so much for sprinkling and pouring the coffee and for being here and hanging out and talking tools, making cute little bows. Like, how cute is that as a gift set? I would just be like all smiles if I saw that in my mail or as a little gift bag. So cute. Or even if you're giving a little gift card, you could put a little note in there. So fun. Ooh, look, you could seal it up with the bow. How cute would that be? It could just be a gift like that, right in of itself. Just glue that right on there or put some tape. How fun is that? Obviously, you can't send the bow through the mail like that, but all right, you guys, go make some bows. Post on my page if you make them. I think you can post on my page. I don't know. Or hit me up on Instagram. Just tag me in Instagram. I think I am Frapp Girl on Instagram. So yes, go make some bows, make some envelopes, break those tools out of the drawers, out of the boxes, out of the packaging. Get them out, guys. Get them out, get them out, get them out. And if you have an idea for a tool you'd like to chat about on next Tuesday, let me know. Send me a message or comment in the comment box. If you are seeing that live button up there, we are live. If you are not, you're on the replay, and that is okay. Hit that hashtag replay. Over here, there's some little dots somewhere. Hit that and make sure you save me and turn on the notifications and follow and all that great stuff. I do also have a YouTube channel where there's over 100 videos there for all of your paper crafting, cats, and coffee pleasure. So make sure you find me wherever I'm at. I am always happy to chat with you guys, answer your questions, and hang out. So thanks so much, you guys, for joining me for another Tool Talk Tuesday. Thank you, thank you. I'm so glad you were here. And yay, I love hanging out with you guys. So you guys have a great rest of your Tuesday, and I will see you next week at the same time, 11:30 Pacific Standard Time, 1:30 Central Time, and 2:30 Eastern Time. Have a great rest of your day, you guys, and get those tools out.